Well, here's another question. While grocery shopping with my mom, I started feeling chilly from the blast of fall AC. I remarked, how jokingly, that I could go to the clothing aisle and wear a jacket for the rest of our shopping trip. She looked at me offended and chided me for this idea, but the more we discussed it, the more I started to think it was a genuinely good solution to my chattering teeth. Her arguments were, I raised you better, you don't know who else wore it, and it's dishonest. Brothers, when things are safer, would it be acceptable for me to wear a jacket without the intent of purchasing it? Was my mother right to dissuade me? That's from Shivering Sister in Florida. God, I gotta think on this.
Okay, I like this.
You're just springing right into it. This is like, it's so rare that apologies get a good question, and I really need to think on this.
Well, what I like, the reason I'm jumping into it is the mother has presented 3 counter arguments that I feel like we can discuss. And right off the bat, let's start with number 1. I raised you better. Clearly not.
No, you didn't.
Clearly not.
Proof's in the pudding.
Okay, second one, someone else could have worn it. Now, I can't deny that, but what are the odds? Because it's still hanging up in the store.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, could is the operative word here,
Yeah.
and I think this argument has to stand. Someone else could have worn it.
But that's true of my jacket hanging in my closet right now.
exactly.
Correct, yes. So we will dismiss it on those grounds.
Okay. Finally, it's dishonest.
Now, this is the nut, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I cracked open this white chocolate M&M, and here's the nut inside.
It's not, though. It's not.
You're not hiding it.
I used to really, really wrestle with this because we all have those little demons. We all have
Our dark passengers.
our little imps and pixies riding around inside of our mind, trying to make us do stuff that we don't want to do. And sometimes, when I was younger and at the grocery store, and I was peckish or really, really thirsty. That's a big one. And I'm in the checkout aisle, and there's just Diet Mountain Dew right there. So I'm going to crack it open even though I haven't legally bought it yet. I would never do that, even though it's probably just fine. But now I feel like that's not a concern of mine, because back when we're going to the grocery store with our child as like a fun family activity, we'd roll up into Trader Joe's and I would just grab me some pumpkin JoJo's and just rip them and grip them, baby. Start feeding them whole fistfuls into me and my son's face.
Okay, but here's the difference, though, Griffin. If you open a drink and start drinking it, you have irreparably used up some of that. If I put a jacket on and then take it off, I used up nothing.
I'm saying it's fine. I'm saying it's fucking totally fine. Do you know how many times I used to exclusively buy my clothes at Target through all of college? And that's not a judgment, but it is a fact that I went to Target many, many times wearing Target clothes. And nobody fucking called the cops on me. Fucking Isaac Mizrahi didn't kick the door in like, fucking drop it. Like, it didn't happen.
Those are my sweats.
There's a bubble where you can try clothes on, and it's within 3 feet of the the hanging place, which sounds more ghoulish now that I've said it like that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And with
The
within, like, 3
hangman's
feet,
haunt.
within 3 feet of the dressing rooms. And other than that, you can't just take it for a test drive or walk.
Why not, Justin?
Because it's not a fucking library. You can't take a coat out for a spin around the store. That's shoplifting. You're using it for the primary utility that it is intended for. If you're using it to warm your body, you are stealing.
Oh, so if I go to Best Buy and I stand in front of one of the TVs and watch a scene from Mr. Deeds, I'm stealing? Because I'm using the
You're
TV
stealing
for its
Mr.
intended
Deeds.
purpose?
No, I don't believe that you can, because stealing it has to be something. I'm saying that with something physical, right? It's physical. You're stealing it. And now, actually, my argument's falling apart. Hold on, I gotta think on this.
Think about it.
The Mr. Deeds thing was actually very
It was
good.
really
Thank
good.
you. I'm saying if I pick up the coat, if I pick up the
Yes,
jacket,
it is stealing. If you enjoy Mr. Deeds on a TV that happens to be playing the Best Buy,
That's
you
stealing.
have stolen the joy that you should be paying Mr.
Listen,
Sandler for.
it-
so
Mr.
that's a
Sand-
trap. That's entrapment is what you're saying.
Mr. Sandler's films operate on a sort of scarcity commercial sort of scheme where, like, you are spending money to fill the Mr. Deeds like gap in your life. And when you do that for free in the technology aisle of your store, then that need no longer exists in Mr. Sandler. You're fucking robbing him at gunpoint.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. I pick up the jacket.
Yes.
I put it in the cart. That's fine. I pick up the jacket, I put it on my body. That's not okay?
Correct. 'Cause that's stealing. That's shopping.
No, you know what that is?
Stealing.
That's preconceived notions, my friend, and I'm here to break those down.
Let me ask you a question, Trav.
Uh-huh.
If you've worked in the loss prevention field, correct?
Yes, I have.
Okay. If you worked at a jacket store and you watched someone put on a jacket and then kind of walk away from where that was, what would you think they were doing?
I would think they were stealing, Justin, but I have preconceived notions, is what I'm saying. I would look at them and I'd be like, oh, that person's stealing. But you know what? This is what I learned in loss prevention. I wouldn't do anything until they attempted to leave through the doors with said jacket on.
See, that is what I would do accidentally, and I really can't introduce to my life the more possibilities that I will accidentally do a crime, because it is something I think about a good amount.
Oh, no,
and
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to open the door to that.
That is my number one fear in life, is that I will accidentally murder someone because I watched too many episodes of CSI.
God, I would hate doing that.
Right? Can you imagine how embarrassed you would be if someone saw and they were like, hey, did you just kill that guy? And you're like, whoa, oh, shit. I did. Oh, man.
What is this? This is arsenic? I thought it was coffee, mate. Shoot.
Oh, Beans.
shoot.
You're not going to tell anybody, are you? We're going to keep this between us, right?
I think this is the official ruling of all three of us on this podcast. It's all good as long as there's no BO, dude.
I think that this is a Schrodinger's cat scenario. It's fine unless you are observed. And then it is wrong.
I'm just saying,
That's all shoplifting.
No.
It's not. But it's all fine. It's all fine.
Oh.
It's all fine as long as there's no BO, dude.
Nobody thinks they have it, do they?
Just check it.
Everybody thinks it's fine in there.
Check the jacket. Check yourself. And
Before you wreck yourself.
And it's fine to wear it when you're cold, as long as there's no BO, dude.
That's actually what it says on all the signage in Target.
Yep.
Check out these mugs. As long as there's no VO, dude.
Now, is it a crime to go to the pharmacy section and get some motherfucking Old Spice Pure Sport?
Yes.
Rub that in there, and then you come back to the jacket section, and the store clerk's like, what are you doing? Oh, nice.
Okay.
No BO, dude. Take it for a spin, baby.
And then you climb into a tent and you spend the night in Target.
Okay, Travis. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna I was about to go to the money zone. I'm not gonna let this go. I want to get some quick hits from you.
Okay.
I want to walk through Target with you virtually.
Okay.
And are you seriously?
Whoa, it's like I'm there.
I know. Are you seriously saying that it's not a problem? This coat action. You would not have a problem with you yourself. Believe it yourself doing this.
Oh, what? Wearing the coat?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, Justin.
No. Stop it.
If I'm cold, would I put on the coat?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I was going to buy it, yeah.
Okay, that's absolutely not germane.
But that's not saying, Justin, there are many things that I'm not comfortable with myself. That
But
doesn't,
that's what we're discussing.
That doesn't make them crimes. You're saying that someone walking up to a table in a restaurant and playing live music in my face should be illegal because I'm not comfortable with it.
I missed it. Are they buying the jacket or not? They're just using it while they're in the store
without the intent of purchasing it.
Oh, well, then no. Then
right?
I switched it and flip it. No.
Obviously, I feel like I've been whistling dog songs here. Come on.
I've been trying to free myself from my own preconceived notions and misconceptions to say, what difference does it make if you're cold and you put on the jacket and you put it back? It is obviously wrong and illegal. But
the difference is not that we're not talking about legality. We're talking about mores. And it's the only thing that's
then it's
holding
fucking
us
wrong.
together as a people at this point. Honestly, everything else has failed us. We have to be able to agree on some things. And if this show has a theme, if this show is about something, it's about the fact that there have to be things we can agree on, okay?
Yeah.
Just as a society. This isn't okay. Come on.
You know what? It's not okay. That's what your mom should have said. Your mom should have let go of those first three arguments and then just looked at you and said, you know this isn't okay.
You know it's not okay.
I mean...
You know it's not.
Here, I'm coming back to the other side, though, because...
Fuck!
No, but listen.
Okay.
Target's gonna be fine. And I know that Target isn't like, I'll wear a Hobby Lobby jacket and get my fucking reek all over that and put it right back on the shelf. Oh, I'll dunk it in the potty, and then I'll put it back on the shelf. Because I'm a rude dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
with plenty of dude.
Target,
dude.
Target, it wouldn't be mean to Target. It wouldn't. I have no emotions to Target. I just have the emotion of cold. And so I would wear it and I would steal it. I would watch a little bit of Mr. Deeds and then I would put it back and I would tell somebody that I did this bad thing, but they can't really do much about it. And then I would leave and guess what? Target's going to be just fine. Target's going to be fine.
The question is not, does it have ramifications? The question is not, what are the long-term effects of doing it, Griffin? Of course Target's going to be fine. You wore a jacket for 10 minutes. Of course they're going to be fine. The question, here's what the real question should be. Not is it evil or good or anything like that, but can we all agree that there's an invisible boundary saying not to do it? Much like if you walked past a party that was having a buffet, of course there's nothing wrong walking in and going and eating a piece, like a sandwich and leaving. Literally, you wouldn't be arrested for that. But we all know you should not do that because you weren't invited to the party.
But it's kind of fucking punk rock to wear this jacket. I'm coming around hard. I'm like way on the other side now. Wear jacket.
So it's a protest wear.
Throw on some fucking board shorts while you're at it and give those a spin. Maybe toss on some...
Nothing below the belt. Come on,
Nothing
Griffin.
below the belt.
I mean, over your pants.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
That's a good look.
Y'all remember that look where we'd wear sort of shorts over sweatpants and people would look at us and be like, that's a guy going to play basketball later? And it's like, no.
I do. Also, as long as we're talking about looks that we miss, I miss the Gutenberg crop top sweatshirt.
Oh, God.
Man, can we bring that back?
I used to do a reverse look where I would wear gym shorts under sweatpants so I wouldn't have to change for gym.
Oh, we all did that.
Okay, good.
That's why I took individual dual sports so I wouldn't work up that reek.
I would do like an evil Steve Gutenberg crop top where it just covered my belly, but like my chest and shoulders were fully exposed.
How?
It was more or less just a big shirt belt that wrapped around my belly, but then you could see like my nipples and armpits and everything.
Oh.
And people liked that. People liked that about me.
They did.
They did.
They did.
You know what I like about you?
What? Just
You're good at reading ad copy.
that's categorically not true.
Let's prove it and head on over to the Money Zone.